Previously on Tessie Teams.
This was an assassination. We went out of our way to find and kill him. To find and kill someone who didn't need to die.
Coriander is 20 feet tall.
What did my horse eat?
Brahma's mask.
I consider you a vital employee. A vital employee activates the vital employee clause. That's defined broadly,
Okay.
but it does occasionally include things like creating magical clones of employees. He says, "Taste the eye of oblivion." Something begins to happen to Coriander that is new and different. The lower parts of the legs begin to stretch out and lay flat, and the upper part of the body and the head draw themselves into a fine point. From the sides of the boat, two blade-like wings flip out from the back. To the fore and aft are the sum total of existence.
Time is the enemy, the past, it threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulcher, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks drew it. So send your national parks druid, I'll send them home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line and initial it twice.
Hello, I am Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcade and PAX. I am also a Minifis Hereward Drawn CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. But today, I'm Jared K. Horcrimps, your internet friend, and I'm here to run a game of Dungeons & Dragons for my friends, specifically to my right dragonborn narcissist Dinar Blitzen. No pause.
No, hands,
Smooth,
only hands.
clean.
Yep.
To the right of my right, repping the natural world, walnut dung grass kukra. And a kukra to you, a kukra to you, and also to you.
Walnut, I have to say, your makeup looks really good today.
Thank you. I did it myself. No, I'm joking. Kate did it. Who's Kate?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's Kate?
Who's Walnut?
There's certainly no Kate at this table. To my left, not your grandma's grandma, except in those rare cases where she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie Biesinger. You
Whoa.
What's in there?
You gotta grease that thing.
Sex stuff.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
one presumes.
Sure.
To the left of my left, emerging as though from a mist shroud, Chris Draub.
What? Oh, hey.
Also sex stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah. As soon as you get,
You gotta tear through the sexual cobwebs.
you have
Yeah.
you have the bifurcation here.
That's his secret cap. I'm ready. It's always sexual.
All right, now
What?
no, it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dungeons and or Dragons.
Okay.
Today we're going to be leveraging some of the pre-release 6E content.
Oh my God.
Can't wait.
Oh yeah, it's really, really great
I heard
stuff.
70 is en route too.
It's fine.
6th edition, you get to kill your DM in real life.
In 70, the 70 they go back to all the miniatures and stuff, but they're like maxitures.
Yep.
They're like
They're life-size.
garden
Yeah.
gnomes. Mm-hmm. It's a
So when
huge
you get a cart, like it's a full
Yeah.
adult cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
print of
actually
you.
write in it.
What
Yeah.
you put.
There's a monetization schema for 7E. Lexa blow your mind, but
Yeah. You need a mortgage.
we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And a bridge obviously is one of the
Did
things
you say
can purchase.
Alexa?
No,
Is there
no.
Alexa integration? Is there?
Only
16?
Kate would
Can you
know.
play with?
God.
Can you play with Alexa?
Dude, what if Alexa could be your dungeon?
Oh, can you?
I'm just gonna.
It's an Alexa skill.
It's been so nice working for you, Wizards of the Coast. Thank you, Walnut. Can we play Dad, please?
It does not say dad.
But the best,
That's like a treble clef.
no, exactly. But the best
I
part
don't know how to
about
make
it.
an ampersand.
For the podcast, Walnut holds up a sign every now and again that says, "Can we play Dad?"
It says, can we play dad?
But the saddest part about it is that you didn't write that this time. You already had it written, and it's just something that you needed enough.
That I made it better.
Well, that you made it better, but also you needed it enough that you can have it just chambered and ready to go, and you've had multiple occasions.
I'm gonna make a foam finger out of it.
I was gonna say you need a tattoo.
Yeah.
Finalize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get palm tattoos. Can we play D&D?
Dad.
Dad.
Now, so when last we saw our heroes, certainly much occurred in the last
Yeah.
pulpy chapter of a campaign that
Emphasis on the pain.
indeed, that I think you could airbrush on the side of a van, a dreaming scene like the one that we managed to evoke last time, and it would not seem out of place there. Long story short, online friends, and certainly friends from the podcast as well, it turns out that Coriander, although not perhaps the best horse, is a more than able spacefaring golden ship. Quite good at it, indeed, perhaps too good. Coriander is fabulous, although perhaps rich diet, compressed over the last couple of years of play, has now resulted in a fairly drastic physical change. And it does involve a boat and multiple masts and a cool sort of prow that has a horse activity on there. Last I heard, Walnut Doggrass, inheritor of the Enclave, had lashed herself to the mainmast,
Yes.
which I think is actually the real boat word.
Sure.
I assume in terror.
Yeah.
I assume this is the opposite of what a walnut likes.
If you like the natural world, being flung from it, unless we end up on some like Endor looking planet, it's going to be Terror City from here on out. So just as we're role playing, imagine a gentle scream.
Like light static.
Yeah, exactly. It just puts you right out.
That nut noise.
It puts you right out. Now, we have set our scene here just outside the edge of the world that we knew. Now, certainly we have made jaunts to various planes before, but those are radically different realities, all sort of sandwiched in and around one another.
You could walk there.
This is plainly the prime material. This is not a
Plainly.
a scenario by which we've passed through some mystic gate. This is simply an indication that even the world that you know has manifold mysteries still remaining to be discovered.
All right. So I am at the helm of this ship, and I know how to make it go up, and I can also make it go down.
Yeah.
Protect, but also attack.
Yes.
Wait,
Those two.
no. It's like if we look at the full Cartesian plane, it's up, down,
Yep.
and then protect and attack.
Right.
And it's like, so we're all there on in some part of that coordinate field.
Right. Okay. So I guess we're hovering in space. My first reaction is definitely going to turn to Cathris.
Yes.
You seem like, of the four of us, the one who could possibly make sense of any of what we're seeing around us.
Doesn't Cathris seem like the ultimate like bosun type character?
Sure.
Like right there, it's like you're
That's a boat word.
You're on top of the thing. I'm trying to make friends with walnut
Trying
dongrats.
to get that walnut bingo card.
Exactly, but it's like boat stuff, gay stuff. Just go around.
Gay boat stuff.
Gay boat stuff.
full
No, that's
deal
the simple.
deal.
You get that for free.
Bingo.
So, but just like I just see him like hands behind his robes, like
Yes.
right there by Rosie at the thing, and of course Coriander, being a creature with immense affection for Rosie Beestinger, has oriented and manufactured her body in such a way that the helm is easily seized, even by one of your halfling stature.
Okay.
I was going to ask the DM.
That's me.
Great, you're here.
Hey.
We can begin.
Alexa.
Alexa. Play Skyrim. What would Cthulhu, or what would anybody think about space as a conceit? Because, yeah, you're right. We've gone into all this interplanar travel, but to go above physically, has it been done? Is it attempted? Is there interest in doing it? I assume.
Have you read about this in your library?
Well, I'm saying, as you know, in this world, how would people consider it?
Is there a space program?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is there a
Yeah, what-
NASA
Fantasy
equivalent?
NASA?
It seems, in other words, it seems odd that everybody's capable of such fantastic feats, but that's impossible. Nobody can do this up there.
It's
How are we
fancy.
supposed to get up
On
there?
the list of frontiers, like where is this? Where's space?
Last one.
Is
Yeah.
it like first?
Dead last.
Is it the first frontier? No.
Yeah.
Really?
No, dead last.
Really?
So, like, how confounding and difficult is it to get into space in D&D?
It is.
Is space impressive in D&D?
Well, yeah, that's at root. That's what we're talking about.
It is.
So, in truth, this is with the advent and codification of interplanar travel. So the issue with interplanar travel is that it doesn't have the specificity of like going from point A to point B. It relies on the portals going to the place that you actually intended to go.
Right.
I mean, the issue with Sigil, let's say, this is how Holly says it. Of course, I would have said Sigil, but I'm afraid that she's watching now.
It's a 50-50 split at the office.
Seagull.
Jonathan Livingston's Sigil.
I'd read that book.
Yeah, dude, I would fucking write that book. So
Nobody's stopping you.
Yeah, go ahead.
that's true. That's true. I mean, the
bluff.
issue with the City of Doors is that it's entirely possible if you come back from the chip shop with half a sandwich and walk through the doorway of your own house,
Yeah.
you're going to end up, in the abyss.
Every
Right?
time.
It's too dense.
Yeah.
There, it's too dense, and so getting real specific travel can be challenging if you're purely going on that way. But that isn't to say that people don't do it and can't find success, or that there are more traveled gates that have attracted townships on each sides of it and so forth. But this is considered by the worldly to be a little old-fashioned.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Material reality and cutting through it in a vessel.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah. I see.
Skip the
Is-
middleman.
It's like taking the train.
Exactly.
So why wouldn't we do
Charming.
something else? Yeah.
Exactly. It's Baroque in its way, but something like a helm that would enable travel, generally speaking, in your readings, it's clamped down on pretty tight.
Yeah.
The actual technology that enables this sort of travel is difficult to come by. It's controlled by a single body.
But it's not, it wouldn't be considered quotidian, though. It's not just like, who can,
No, absolutely not. I mean, assuming you could get it, it's just not the done thing
Yeah.
in the finer houses.
Okay. I'm impressed that we've been, in possession of this vehicle for this long. We did not know.
Are you saying this?
Yeah, and again, Cathris, I think that somehow you knew. It's almost like a surprise for my birthday or something. It's like,
Yeah.
how long did you know that this was Coriander's form?
Ooh, I put my hands behind my back. You know.
Are you at the helm? Like,
Yes.
Like,
Oh yeah, like chest out, very intrepid looking. I have known Coriander was capable of untold promises for some time.
Yes. Now, all we need to do is
here, I want you to keep the rest of this sentence in mind. But I would also like a perception check from you.
okay. I'll try. Well, I'm thrilled with what I'm seeing.
Yes.
A lot of distractions up here. Ooh, pretty good.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's going to be a
Dirty.
cumulative 21.
So
22.
healthy. So she has delivered ironclad rhetoric as to her more or less permanent state of absolute knowledge vis-a-vis Coriander.
Quiet.
You think, and it's coming to terms with your senses here. It's not like a ship. It isn't like an ocean. It doesn't have that kind of rock.
Yeah.
But you're starting to feel something like a downward acceleration, and it takes a second for you to pick up on it, just because it is so new. But it is you're starting to feel like as you watch the horizon outside the ship, you're starting to feel like the vessel is falling precipitously.
Okay. So then I thought mid-sentence, I'm like, how all that's left to do?
Do I sense this?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
as it reaches a certain threshold, the walnut dawn grass's hair has begun to lift slightly.
A telltale sign.
Yeah, exactly.
I grab that wheel.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is completely stationary,
Like locked. I can't
like
move it at
locked.
Oh.
all. Oh, Coriander. Honey.
Are we in a free fall?
Yeah, we're like slowly free falling back to the material plane. Sweetie.
Are we, so again, I got to get my mind around this.
Do.
In free fall.
I was just
Understand.
saying, if your hair is then
like,
we're
what keeps us on the deck? How are we able to breathe?
not.
Do we all just start to unless we're lashed to the mast, do we just
Here we
start to
go.
fly off?
yeah, we're all relative to the object. Then we're
Yeah,
all
Exactly.
if we're in free fall. Then
So again, these are old books, right?
Yeah.
This is an old way of doing things,
Yeah.
and its rules are somewhat silly because that's how Dungeons and Dragons was.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to get oriented around. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The
exactly
deck
that.
is gravity,
Okay.
oh,
So be it.
oriented to itself.
But I do know that the ship is falling.
Exactly.
But I am not.
and we
at
are
risk of
above
flying.
a flat Earth, like real Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I
Just like
say,
real-
imagine a
yeah.
frisbee.
Yeah, I do. That we live on.
Do you ever see the fucking airplanes
I was
come
like,
in
it's
from
a
the South
dome.
Pole?
I always
No.
thought it was a rectangle.
No,
Where's the turtle? Did
they're
I see the turtle?
all flat. Earth.
Toral.
We're all on the back of a turtle.
No, it's we're on the back of a Toral. And it's like
Yeah.
you got Earth on this side and then you got Toral on this side.
Okay, where's Azeroth?
in the middle. It's like the frosting.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay, so yeah,
go there.
I'm upset.
Let's take the campaign.
Rosie, you've made your prowess clear. You don't have to showboat.
Fine, Fitz. A showboat. I do like that very much. This is not me though. This appears to be a malfunction, and I start tapping the wheel hard, percussive maintenance style.
About your job, horse.
Is Corey like? If I turn and look behind me, where I assume my masthead is she like? Is she paying attention or?
Well, so from here, wheel
Yeah.
forward through the deck,
The figurehead, the real
Right.
deal.
Yeah.
triple masts. That's out there.
Okay, so this is her ass.
Below you, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Below you, captain's quarters.
Captain's crunch.
Exactly, captain's crunch.
Oops, all berries.
With crunch berries. And then below, and then from there, access to the deeper realms of the vessel.
Oh, this is a multi-realm vessel.
It is 150 feet long.
I
Okay.
just assumed that inside there is just guts because it's
and
still
an
a horse.
intestine.
No, you
Yeah.
get down in there and you're just like waist deep in hot guts.
Get out of there. It's not for you.
It's like the last level of Contra.
Oh, yeah. No, dude, it's the last level of
guts
every
and
one of those
spiders.
games.
Yeah.
And by the time you get to the end, it's getting real wet.
It's always some kind of meat. Yeah, meat
R-type,
balls.
even
yeah.
spaceships.
Yeah. So that.
We're back.
I'm very upset though. We just got here.
Don't get the reference.
I'm going to, I guess, if I can't get this boat to listen to me, then I'm going to start very quietly screaming along with Walnut.
I hear you screaming, and I stop screaming, and I go, "What's happening?"
You just trade?
It's there's something going wrong with Coriander. I think maybe you guys want to go ask her? I'm gonna try to hold onto the wheel.
I start screaming in plant. I just Coriander.
What does that sound like?
Oh, it's like something a rasp.
It's the sound of plants slowly growing in time lapse.
Cool.
Oh no, it's like a
Amy.
like a leaf wind.
Walnut,
you.
sorry. Walnut, you're awesome.
Hey, thank
That
you.
was really creative. I
know
picked
what?
you so hard just then, and you just rolled with it.
That was good.
That was a really good one.
She already knew the answer, which is why.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like parcel mouth though. So
It did.
Weird.
Snakes, plants, same
Snakes,
thing.
they're like
Snakes are the plants of
they're
the
like wiggly sticks.
ocean. Yeah, wiggly sticks. Thanks, Ryan. That was really
Ryan.
good. I'm gonna add that to my brand.
I think, can one of you go talk to her? She's 150 feet that way, and I feel like I should be at the wheel just in case control comes back.
She likes you, and you have dexterity.
I'm gonna
Dexterity.
There's something there. We'll
Yeah,
workshop
we'll
it.
work at. Yeah.
I'm gonna like get my hordes person bag and start staggering to the front because maybe we need to put some coins into this thing.
Yes, exactly. Gotta feed the machine.
Yeah. So yeah, how am I able to navigate this?
Boat.
Yeah, if we're just falling relative, but I can trot over there.
Yeah. You can make your way across. Like there's like a lightness of step, like a slightly disturbing duration
Yeah.
between when the foot leaves the deck and when it returns to it. When you find yourself at the prow, the formerly lit green eyes in the prow are out.
Oh no.
Man, you're just using all sorts of boat words.
Yeah.
Lit.
Prow, green.
Horse.
The boat's eyes are off. But what does that mean?
I try feeding it a gold piece.
Is there a mouth here? What am I looking at here?
Horse belly.
It has a mouth, but this mouth is like a proud sort of profile. There's
Proud.
Prow.
Proud.
We
Yeah,
got
we get
it.
it. It's the front
yeah,
of the
the
boat.
prow. I heard you like 4 times.
You can't put a coin in. That's what I'm saying.
Dang it. There's no.
Where was the butt?
You
There's
can
no
put anything
hole.
in anything in D&D if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
That's all of 6th edition.
It's just putting things in other things.
Finally.
Container store.
I am Jesus. No, I'm going to take my hordes person's bag. I'm going to mage hand, which I have none yet.
Ooh.
Grab it, and just want to float it in front of the horse's mouth. Maybe it will
Smelling salts?
figure out how to make that happen. Coriander, please. All your favorites are here.
All those flavors.
Yeah, everything you want. I'm not even judging like I'm selecting for her.
It remains completely placid, but you can feel as you tantalize, or at any rate endeavor to tantalize your magical druid robot horse. Welcome to the C team. You can feel even through the bones of the ship a kind of rumble from deep below decks.
Let's see. I want to
If I'm
run.
yelling at her in plant, am I not getting anything back?
Let's see. Tell me exactly what you say.
I say, "You stupid horse, do your job. I'm sick of this. 1 minute you're tiny, the next minute you're big. Now I'm in this hellhole. What are you doing to me?"
There's no response.
Right.
But I had to get more. I had to
wanna go
extract
in
more
the-
value.
Rosie,
gonna
I don't know.
meet.
I don't know what you said, but I'm like, thanks for trying.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, definitely. Such a sweet, sweet animal. I hate you right now."
Sorry,
But it's
Dinar.
like gripped on the master.
Yeah,
You're gonna go in the guts?
I'm gonna go in the guts.
No, it's just like this is my headcanon.
Yes.
Like, this is my
That just makes it canon.
yeah, that's right. Behold, gaze ye upon my works. No, I just see like she's like at the mast, and it's like her lips are just touching the mast, and it's just I hate you.
Yes. You're like,
That's how I always interact with her.
Yeah, exactly. That's a norm.
Fucking horse.
I go in
Dinar
the
interacts
guts.
with her like Napoleon Dynamite when he's feeding the fucking llama. He's like, eat your fucking horse. Eat your stupid horse. Eat your food, you stupid horse. Yeah, I go in the guts.
So this marble is much larger now.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. All right.
I'm doing everything I can here, Jerry.
I'm not mad. This is Dungeons and Dragons. But
TPK. TPK. TPK.
I try to retreat into the inside of the horse boat, not to solve a problem, more just because he thinks he'll survive if he's in this inside.
safer inside, yeah,
this is a self-preservation.
Self-preservation.
Yeah.
Classic boy.
so you head back from the main deck. You head into a kind of double door. Pass through there. You can see a wide table for planning or charts. It has several chairs situated around it. To the left is a gentle stair that travels down along the curved side of the ship, down farther into the boat. Ship.
Okay.
It's only a ship if it ships things.
Oh,
What? Now you know.
The more you know.
Container store. I'll take the stairs, I guess. I'll pull her over the maps, and I just go,
Nice. Does he learn anything from
no.
the maps?
No, there's no maps.
Should I
just
get
table.
smarter?
No.
No.
It's not possible. There's a ceiling there. It's a hard limit. As you head down, initially it is jet black. In the deeper you go
What's it smell like?
under the ship, this is like it's like if there was an equivalent of new boat smell.
Okay, so not gamey,
No. It's not like a
Meaty.
pheasant.
like a butcher shop. I was considering like a hot butcher shop.
No, yeah, it's just like a sweltering.
Yeah, but just like a
I don't think coriander's been organic for a very long time, so
plant material.
Yeah.
in there.
It's just like a sweltering.
plants
it's like
don't
a
smell like meat usually.
yeah,
Cut grass.
yeah.
Fresh
or
cut
like
garden
a-
hose.
No, it's just like leather glove. No, it's like a just kebab meat.
Ugh.
No, it's not.
So I can dig in.
Thin sliced and pile high.
But as you take a couple steps down the stairs, sconces erupt with a gentle emerald flame.
Sconce. What's a sconce? Like a breakfast?
I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
yeah.
Yeah, bring me up
Breakfast.
a couple
It's more than
scones.
one though.
Oh yeah. One scone,
Scone?
two scones.
Scone, sconce, sconi. But it reveals an additional, like, considerable detail in the lower part of the ship. Like this entire floor, you think it may go down an additional floor
Oh god.
below this, but this floor has 8 doors, 4 on each side.
Okay.
And a wide oval-shaped table in the center of this volume space.
Okay. What's on the table? Anything?
Right now, everything, like I said, this is new boat smell. This is like right off the rack.
But there's no there's nothing that Dinar would be looking for, either some sort of like furnace, some sort of like propulsion device, or like a manifestation of the horse's head. I don't know. He's like just trying to find some place to put money.
But exactly, he's trying to find where the biological aspects.
Look,
of
if he
this would
finds
be.
the butthole, he's gonna shove quarters into it. Believe
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, no, believe.
Believe it.
I never doubted it for a second.
Thank you, Kate.
Save us.
Yeah, exactly. There's no Kate. To the front, as you move through the volume, you can see these 4 doors on each side, central table. Just ahead scones are continuing to light up with your taste buds.
Elderberry.
As you're passing through, and as additional scones flare into life, down you can see, like, piece by piece, the cart materialize here inside the guts of the ship.
Well, Dinar would be very excited about that.
Nice.
And at the head of the cart, hitched up and snacking from a trough.
Trough.
I only know it from reading it.
Yeah.
We get it. You read.
Snacking from a trough is Coriander
What?
Wait, as what?
as a horse.
Like,
Whoa.
wait,
So-
organic matter?
As an old horse again.
There's an old
A
horse.
horse downful creature?
And bored as hell.
So our cart that Dinar has a very special affinity for is there. Coriander's hitched to the cart and just
Eating.
but there's nothing else visibly not hitched to anything else.
To the front of this, the walls, the wheels themselves have something like a block in front of them,
Okay.
so she's stabilized in the base of this. But as you see the inside of the front of the boat, you think that there is actually something like a doorway or some kind of aperture that can open at the front of the ship.
Oh my God, mash her up and put her back in the boat.
What are you doing out here?
Yeah, that's very weird.
I need a perception roll.
From Dinar. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Good luck.
Ruh-roh.
I'll take advantage. I'll take
Maybe
advantage
some
of
of
that.
that.
Might as well.
Take
seriously.
advantage.
Hell, do I want to waste?
Yeah.
Well, it's a 5, and
Thank goodness.
that's a 2.
Five's good.
I'll take the 5.
Okay. Yeah, you're stuck.
It's like the floor.
Well, yeah, you think there has to be more volume farther down, but you can't find. You don't know how to get to it.
All right.
And that rumble, the rumble that was felt, is clearly coming from deeper in this
The
ship.
Bronx.
Yeah.
You need somebody with
the-
high percepts.
Well, the Bronx is the source of rumble. That's what I understood.
Yeah.
Rich
Well,
vein.
yeah.
you know who loves to perceive?
I want to run down. I feel like
Dinar would yell. I think Dinar would yell for Rosie
okay. You're
because
you're
seeing Coriander,
Sure, yeah.
and he's still mad at you two.
okay. Yeah, that's
right.
true. I'm
Rosie.
still gonna.
Nut's
Follow.
the right choice, but Rosie will go down.
Okay. Then I will. I see you leaving, and then I'll run over to this
The wheel?
thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and discern it. How hard could it be? Not hard at all.
Yeah, does it work for him?
There are only 3 axes of movement.
Yeah, figure it out. Figure it out.
I got it.
So from here, you can now see something like a relief map, like something like a general would look at. Yeah, thank goodness. Finally, a map.
I hate you two so much.
Stupid.
Something like a general would be pushing abstract representations of forces around.
Is this on the table in that second floor?
No, this is the actual planet that you can see off
our
the edge
world.
of the ship.
Okay. All right, well, I don't get excited.
I'm just yelling. I found Coriander.
Land ho.
Got it. Whereas as I'm like
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going down the stairs, I'm like, yeah, I found Coriander too. I'm standing on her. What are you talking about?
The meat version.
What? Like it's been so long that I forgot she was once made of meat. And so I get down there and I see her, and I assume she's as pathetic as ever.
Oh, it's awful.
You just see me just berating her, just calling her names.
What? And I dash over there, my little body and my little legs moving so fast. I'm like, what are you doing? What? How did this happen?
I didn't
Has
do
she been
this.
here? And I start petting Coriander. I'm like, sweetie, oh my gosh, I missed you so much. The metal version just isn't the same. Shh.
She's shaking her head. She doesn't want the love.
No?
At this point, it's about hay.
Oh, well, I'm not interfering with the hay.
It's about hay, but she is like trying to look at a specific place. Like she's trying to indicate something with her snoot.
I look that direction. What is it, girl?
You think that you see something like like a glint, just a glint of an outline in the base of the floor near the rooms.
Near the doors on the other
Yes,
side?
near the doors, exactly.
Which side?
This would be if you're coming down from the captain's room.
Yeah.
On the left side.
Left side, okay. And does it look like there's light coming out from under it or something?
But there is definitely a glint of an edge. It looks like something like a coin has been set flush.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I point this out to you, Dinar. I say, I think there might be something under that. Is that a hatch? What is that? I'm still petting Coriander's haunch. I'm unwilling to leave her side.
Yeah, I will go investigate then.
Absolutely. So as you approach, once you get near the curved edge of this ring, it slides away into the floor, just elsewhere, like a slide puzzle. It just moves away and exposes a small ladder, which would be inconvenient for you, but
Yeah.
you think that you could make it work.
There's a ladder.
Is it small?
Yes, it's inconvenient, but I think I can make it work.
Now it's my turn to hate.
All right. Well, do you want to head? Do you need me? What do you? You
Got
got it. Just
I'll go.
I'll come with.
I'll
I
go.
just
I go.
missed her so much.
That's fine. I go.
I'll come down after you.
I go. Yeah. You can follow if you want. I climb down.
I just put my feet on your shoulders as you go down.
It's like an elevator. When you get down into here, you think that this might, whatever the metaphor is, you think that this might represent the authentic guts of the vessel.
How's it smell?
It's not that. It smells like, it'd be something like Thunderstrike.
Ooh.
So down here in the belly of it, like a rain smell.
Oh, ozony.
Yeah,
Petrichor.
exactly.
Nice.
What's it taste like?
What's the word?
Great.
Petrichor?
Yeah.
Trichor?
Yeah, see?
Ooh. Now who's the vocab queen?
Patchouli oil.
No,
Yeah.
that's definitely not it. And you can see a number of conduits or gleaming pipes that all feed from various parts of the vessel down into a central chamber, and they all seem to be flowing except for one. Like, this is a ridiculously sophisticated proto-biological device.
Gross. Okay. So what's wrong with the one?
Just this one is not functioning. You think that you think that you can sort of guess what's happening in the other ones.
Okay.
Some of them are plainly hot, even at a remove. Some of them just sort of buzz and thrum. There's some animating force traveling through each of these, and one of them is simply not functioning.
Okay.
I bang on it
It's missing something.
like a radiator, like king king.
Percussive maintenance.
Yeah.
It feels, as you bang on it, it feels as though it may have been very, very cold. Like it's cold to the touch, but you feel like it's starting to warm up.
I don't know what that means.
Probably needs something cold running through it. It no longer has.
Yeah.
So if there's elements of things running through all these pipes, then
Yeah. Do we see any sort of opening or finality to this pipe,
Yeah,
or
what
is it
is
just a?
Yeah, it just one
Just a
end.
maze?
One end of it. Yeah, it's basically. I mean, it's like it's a maze, but it's not haphazard. It's sort of like the. Have you ever seen the work of incredible sophistication that goes into an American chopper?
Yes.
Are you familiar with Paul Jr.'s design?
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So imagine how pipes may be meshed together in a very small area, yet still have both an aesthetic and functional payload. I mean, that's
This show's sponsored by.
I was just gonna say, God,
by
if
TLC.
only, if fucking only, Paul Jr., if you're out there.
You know he watches.
Got to do.
But he's going to create these incredible bikes. So it's sort of like as you get closer to close enough to assess it. I'm trying to think, what would be the best example for this? This sort of thing it's something like I've seen on an industrial roaster. I'll just say, so there's an internal chamber in each of these pipes that is engaging in a specific kind of labor. But there is something like, it's also like the slide on a bolt action rifle.
Jeez, that's 3 metaphors, Jerry. You gotta
Yeah.
pick
So
one.
so there is
I'm sticking with Paul Jr.
there's a small latch.
There's a small man in there.
Exactly.
He's just churning. It's working.
There's a small latch that you can basically open and slide back
Okay.
and see. You can see inside frost that is rapidly melting into drips of water. And then if you were to let this go, you can feel that it actually pushes itself back closed.
It's like the old bank, pressure
Oh,
tube.
God.
Pneumatic tube.
My dad let me put it in there. He let me put the check in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Balloon,
man.
something bad happens. Like, this is so many metaphors.
It's pretty sweet.
We're 4 metaphors deep so far. So this pipe looks like it needs to be filled with ice. I can only think of one source of ice.
Space.
Close.
Tell you what.
Walnut.
Well, looks like your ice pipes.
Oh, yeah, see, this is your problem right here.
Looks
yeah,
like
just
that's
starts snapping.
knocking. You gotta.
You gotta get these ice pipes going.
Black mold.
Yeah, black mold. Oof.
Black Witters.
Who's
No,
to
that
say
black
that
wood powder.
Walnut has ever made ice?
Well, Rosie has seen her make fire and water, so I think she's assuming that there's ice.
Oh, I bet we could make ice.
We could make ice.
We're not having this conversation. Here's the conversation we're really having. You hear, oh.
All right.
Is it a kettle?
Dinar,
I can make 30 gallons of water.
excellent.
Okay.
Why don't you get started on that? I'm going to go get walnut.
Got it. P.
It's gonna be really hot when it comes
gallons.
out. We didn't specify temperature.
Well, it's been a long time since we've talked about Dinar's dick.
Too long.
No, I was just
Too
gonna say,
long.
No, did we? It's canonical that he has 2 dicks, right?
Yeah.
It's a hemi penis.
I think we
and
talked him into it.
I haven't
basically.
stopped thinking about it since we mentioned it.
It's pretty true.
Okay.
Okay, so I climb up the ladder while he makes water, and then
I can make food or water. I can make 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
Oh my God.
What do you
Fishes and
want?
loaves.
whatever
I'll
you
make some food too.
Sure.
While I'm down here.
Can you
You're
do a
gonna
little
come
each?
back and there's gonna be a
banquet.
banquet and then just a ton of water.
Give me some Harry Potter type
Yeah.
shit. Long
Yeah.
tables, candles,
Yep.
fluting.
Gryffindor wins.
10 points.
Yeah.
Do you think Dinar's a Gryffindor or a Hufflepuff? We can have this table talk. Table talk.
Dinar's a Gryffindor.
Okay.
Brian's a Slytherin.
Ryan's such a Gryffindor.
No, he's not.
Anyway, table talk. Rosie huffs back up. She spends a good solid 120 seconds on that haunch.
Yeah.
Got to get some scratches. It
Yeah.
comes away, it's all dirty and smells weird. And then up the stairs, you're still lashed to the mast, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll find I've gone over to you Walnut, and I have is there anything on the deck I've gathered that I could gather where I'm like, listen, if I think that they've abandoned us. These pursuits, some things man was not meant to know. So
It's like not a help. It's just not helping.
I will find a platform, and then we'll both stand on it, and at the moment of impact, I'm going to cast Levitate. And then we will avoid destruction.
Why wouldn't you just cast fly?
Because I already did it once, and I don't want to repeat.
I don't want to do it again. It's not fun. All right, Walnut calms down for a second, and she goes, Kuthris, we're going to die. And the last thing I'm going to see is your face. And I got to come to terms with that, I guess.
What would you prefer? And I come up with.
Oh, no.
I come up with Brahma, but it's not. You could tell. It's like. You know
It's
what I
like
mean?
dollar store Brahma.
Brom-esque.
No, it's pretty
Brahmi.
close, but
Blue skin.
But the expression is wrong. It's like. You know that like blank, affable, Kuthris expression. There, I did it. I'm your wife.
I wish for death. I long for it.
I'm your wife.
Something deeply sad about the fact that Kathris would be like, "You're right. This is a terrible face to see at death."
It's not good enough for you.
I just say, I'm like, I compose myself for a second and I go, I appreciate your effort. And then I look over to the side and just start screaming wildly again.
All right.
Nothing can console me.
As soon as you guys are done,
It was a great marriage,
And then,
but all good things come to an end, and on boats.
Not
that
today.
Fall from the sky.
no.
Are you just standing and watching the scene?
yeah, Rosie's just waiting for you guys to play the scene out.
I turn back and I go, Rosie, make the boat go.
Rosie, what would Brahma say?
Working on it.
Give me Cyrano de Bergerac some stuff for me.
All right, you're right. That is more important. Walnut, it has been my deepest honor knowing you carnally these 17 months.
That's too many words. We can break that down. We can reduce that.
Just cut out the unnecessary parts.
Thanks for the physicality.
Yep.
I have enjoyed corporeal times with you.
Our voyage into the Saphosphere has been alarmingly erotic.
If only our voyage into the Saphosphere could be met with the same precipitous crash as will be met by this conveyance.
But a crash into the lives that we will lead for the next 150 years together.
All right.
I will see you in other places where romance is done.
I unlash my arm and just smack you across the face.
The mask of many faces just like sloughs off as you smack, and it's just me again.
I go, oh, thank God.
You should have stayed on script. Anyway, I think I need you.
For what?
Was that our like fifth time at least we've done that? There's got to be a running count of the amount of times that we've done the Roxanne. What's it?
Is there?
Yeah, we've done this a couple times.
I love this.
But I love it every time.
Yeah,
Let's do it again.
it's our bit.
Let's do it again right now. Back to it.
Here's what I said.
Yeah, as you have unlashed part of yourself from
Yes.
the mast. I need you. I think you're going to like it a little bit better down there because at least you can't see everything rushing. But I think we need to make ice. Can you help?
Walnut would have no concept of it being very cold out there. So Walnut just goes, I can make water.
It'll have to do. Come on down. We'll see what we can do.
Oh, excellent. I say, wait, I can make ice.
What?
Yes,
Since when?
since today, since my dreams have come true. You have to take me to where ice is needed.
All right.
Let's go.
Everybody down. We're not doing any good up here.
I lash myself to Chris.
You may not want to do that, but let's just get down there. All right, descend.
So is this like a three-legged race now with you two?
No, I'm lashed backwards. We're back to back. And I'm like holding my knees.
Okay.
Perfect, completely stiff.
Okay, and I
Yeah.
thoughtfully I'll take the
Yes.
the ends.
Tastefully.
Okay, we get down there, a full meal deal.
Yeah,
KFC.
I've already made water. The pipes are full.
The pipes are.
They are full, and there is a spread of and I quote, bland but nourishing food.
I come down and I'm like, Dinar, listen.
It's just raw potatoes.
Yeah. But it's like
Help?
mushed into like a turkey and like mushed into like a cake, like other
Shapes.
The shapes, yeah, it's like the shape. It looks like a chocolate cake, but it's just potato. It's all just bland boiled potato. Yeah,
You're like, it's good for you.
yeah.
Fucking eat it.
Where's the ice needed?
Okay, this pipe, I show you the pipe.
So
This-
Kathris, as you enter into this, as you enter down into the deepest, most intimate
My walnut back.
portion of the ship, this is clearly the heart or stomach or something. It's clearly mapped onto whatever its biological needs are now.
Okay. Yeah.
And please continue.
So that needs to be made of ice, or the ice needs to go through it. I think this is the best I got.
Yes.
Probably should be fast.
All right. I cast I can't cast it. So I explained to you. I have possessed the power of the Tomb of Levistus.
Oh my god, I don't need the backstory.
Listen, if I take damage, I can entomb myself in ice, and it melts away at the end of my next turn.
Wait,
You
Punch you in
have
the
to
face.
damage me, and
You
then
can-
you will have all the ice you need.
I'm already winding up.
Dinar,
Divine smite.
for the good of
Punch before you finish. And I'm just pushing your head against the pipe. Like this?
No, it's like
God.
it's like I can make ice, but you have to hit me, and there's no other explanation needed.
You're
You've already
just like-
hit me.
And another thing, too.
this is actually kind of therapeutic for Dinar.
Yeah, no, this
To
is
punch Chris in the
they're
face.
getting
Yeah.
through it.
Okay, what attack do you do on me, and how much damage do I take?
I'm gonna punch you in the face. He's gonna punch you in the face and push your head against the pipe.
Okay.
What's that unarmed strike?
Yeah,
4d8. No, I'm like,
it's okay.
here's my unarmed
I'm
strike.
good for it.
Right.
She got
Oh, right there. +8. Make a roll.
Oh yeah.
I think you probably hit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's gonna dodge
gonna
it.
take
I'm
the
not
damage.
dodging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a way that I can
Just take the
formally?
straight up damage. Yeah.
Yeah,
say,
1d4
no,
plus
I-
4. You take 8 damage.
I reject my AC. Okay. Yeah, I take 8 damage, but all of a sudden, blooming from the site of the damage, you'll see like a barrier of ice just forms around me.
like wherever the point of contact is.
Yeah. And now I've gained 100 temporary HP, but I don't care about
Oh,
that.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm incapacitated.
Until
I'm just in an ice block.
We're holding you. You're
Exactly.
up against the.
Bam!
It
Yeah,
melts,
yeah.
It melts away at the end of my next turn, but here I am.
Ice boy.
Enjoy.
Exactly. So he is. So you have at this point.
Cathristical.
Yeah, exactly. Very nice. So you have created the water in the pipe itself.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
And now you
Big
please.
question.
I'm half stuck in some ice.
I think maybe what would happen.
No, he just lives like
Yeah, I did not wait for that to untie.
Let's-
I was just.
Yeah, so maybe.
Yeah, just my face is out. It's like carbonite.
Okay, let's do it that way.
yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, so cold.
Is this better? Being out on the mat?
No.
yeah. So you have sort of like your face is pressed against it, and maybe you've rested an arm on it. And as soon as that begins to flow and push through this pipe, there is the rumbling ceases, and the scones begin to glow more brilliantly.
Oh, okay.
And so the whatever animating force you felt before, you feel like there's already some fundamental, almost instinctual control returning to the ship, but it's continuing to go down.
Oh shit. Okay.
And probably because no one's up there.
Oh, yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
because no one's up there.
I go, well, problem solved.
All right.
Let's eat.
Looking for the quarters. Yeah, where are the beds in this place?
No, hand right in the top of the potato
Yeah.
turkey, right in the crop.
All done.
Yeah.
Stay here. To help them. I'll be back. Race back upstairs.
No, but dude, no, it should be like, again, headcanon, like it should be authentically horrifying.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no,
yeah.
I got a hit.
Like the mouth too open, but open, but then the jaw like one side, like
Oh, yeah.
Like the ring.
body found on the Himalayas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I got hit. Yeah.
yeah. So you clamber up the, you
Yeah.
clamber up first the ladder.
Yep.
Then you run back through, mentally noting maybe this is a dormitory of some. That's very interesting. Get
Yeah.
look at that later.
Yeah.
And then you continue
Yeah.
back up the side stair, out through the front of the captain's quarter, like push open both doors.
20 minutes.
Exactly. And then up the side stair.
I better start drawing this map.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Louise.
I started and I was like, nah,
And then
too much.
and so now we can reach out for the helm. The
Okay.
helm.
I reach out, touch base.
That's a really, really great song. I need animal handling.
What?
No one's
Yay.
ever needed it.
Oh my
Finally.
god.
For the first time in D&D history.
I'll take advantage. Hey, I got a 21, sir.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. It's just like just like the best, like a firm, good pet,
Nice.
right on that flank,
Right.
like that horse brush. Mm-hmm. It's that level of intimacy with the helm.
Okay.
And so you're able to rest this fall in a way that does not annihilate anyone who is in the belly of it.
Thank goodness.
But you are so close to the ground, it's like around, like just around the edge of the boat edge.
Sure.
Bench.
Beige. You can see the tops of trees, like gently swaying on both sides of the ship.
Ooh.
I go. Whew! That was rough. Okay, but I've halted this progress. Or have we
No, absolutely,
completely
yeah.
stalled?
Yeah, exactly. Like the you could even now bring the boat fully to rest,
Okay.
which would of course extend the hoof-like cladding
All right.
at the sides of the
Yeah,
ship.
I'll land this thing because clearly we've got a malfunction, and I would say that our solution is temporary at best.
Yeah, let's learn about this.
I was like, Dinar's excited. He's like, we don't have to feed her gold anymore. I just gotta punch him in the face and smush his head into some pipes every time we want to go
Couple
somewhere.
times a day.
Yeah, this is great.
Save us some money.
This is good.
Set
This
her
is
down.
good.
As you
Out of it.
as you continue to descend in the boat, Ms. Beestinger,
Yeah,
if you're nasty,
I am.
it becomes clear that these trees are not themselves ordinary, and this is not a typical forest environ.
Oh boy.
You have not seen them, but it's entirely possible you have heard of them in passing. In times of martial need, and apparently at other times, daughters of Maleth join with trees for additional prowess.
Oh yes.
Okay.
And so they were here as another means of rescue if this had not functioned correctly.
Ooh, so we got like a Maleth trampoline.
I was saying,
Exactly.
we're making a landing pad.
Exactly. And as you bring it down and the cladding retracts or extends out to hold up the ship, you can see a small gathering of them, and you can also see Brahma at the head of them,
Yeah.
and she is wearing something like a black-clad crown of antlers.
Oh,
Babe,
man. All right.
I don't want her to see me like this.
Stuck to him.
Stuck to him in a block of ice.
But even the front of the so beneath the proud visage of Coriander, the front of the ship itself cracks wide to allow access to that second floor.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my God.
She's gonna see you.
They're going to get on the boat and they're going to see me. No, it's like his next turn. Doesn't it start melting now?
I don't know. We're out of combat, so I don't know where that turn lives. Yeah, how many seconds?
Yeah. So you're probably beginning to thaw. It's like the tongue on the pole type thing.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like
There's a little
there's
wiggle
some
now.
resistance here.
You might be able to get further than I can.
I wiggle free and wiggle out of the ropes, and I'm just like angrily trying to pull them out of the ice. I'm like, thanks for warning me. That was awful. Don't ever do that again. And I look at Dinar and I go to say something to you, but I'm just like, it's not worth it. Not today. Put that hand down.
And it's the middle deck that has them.
Middle deck has access to the outside directly
Okay.
via the prow at the ship. Like I say, underneath the bow itself,
Can open up.
it can basically detach at the seam and allow exit or entrance.
Are they coming in?
No.
Oh. Well, I guess I would go to walk out and run on the grass and be like, Is there grass? Is it like a grassy forest?
Yeah. This is sort of like, well, there's no forest here. This is like an open field plain.
Oh, I'm kissing the ground.
And so, but the only forest here is
The ward.
these daughter warriors.
I see. Yeah, so I'm kissing the ground and like full sprawl on it. Like, oh, God, never let me leave this again. Get me away from this.
This precious and holy place.
Yes. Y'all are crazy. Get off that thing. It's a death trap.
Trying to
I'm
wiggle
helping.
out.
I'll try to pull you out of the ice.
Thank you, Dinar. You saved us all. Like a big welt.
Big way out, bloody lip. You just saying thank you so much.
He would be into that.
Anytime.
Nice.
Yeah.
You may be called upon again.
Yeah, but so they wait out, and it's like you're like sprawled out on the ground,
Yes.
and you can see Brahma's like tall boot in your periphery.
Yes. And I go, Brahma, oh God, thank goodness you're here. I go, you're the last thing I want to see before I die.
She kneels down on one knee and holds a hand out and says, "Rise, my queen."
Whoa.
Walnut doesn't do anything, and she just goes, I don't like that.
She says, "It's for them."
I go,
You know, she says it's for the kids. You know.
okay, if it's for the kids. And Walnut gets up and then, fixes her armor and chuffs up a little bit and then gives like she doesn't know what to do, so she just kind of gives a wave to the warriors.
Yeah, they nod and look at each other. That seems like a big deal.
Okay. I look at Brahma and I go, what are you doing?
She says, "I don't know. They gave me this hat,
Okay.
and I feel bad. I feel when I don't wear the hat, I feel judged by them."
Well, you look great.
Well, I'm glad you think so. We're gonna get a hat like this for you. Not like this, but like, like I got it like this, but yours is gonna go.
No.
They're gonna do it, and you're gonna have to make a big choice.
Like they're already getting it, but keeping it a secret.
They're over there like making it right now. Oh, yeah.
Even more horns.
Well, it's like, okay, well, we'll see in time.
Yeah, she says. I don't think it doesn't work.
Does it do anything?
Maybe. I don't know. They want me to attune with it. I tell them I'm trying hard. I'm working on it like a lot.
She's like really impressed by the attune part of it.
Yeah.
She's like, I want something to attune to. Okay.
She's like, look, we can make it happen. She's like, where did you go?
All the way up.
Conversation we can have, like.
I actually don't understand what happened, except that it was very, very far up. And Rosie did it to me.
I can't hear you.
It's just like,
No, you're eavesdropping from on top.
Like an impossible distance.
oh no,
Brilliant.
grandma, like pure grandma magic.
Yeah.
You got those big old
Big
ears.
halfling ears. Yeah. It's big old satellites. I can hear you. I can hear everything. So I lean over the edge.
She has to clap back, as they say.
I do. I'm gonna clap back. And I lean over the edge and I say, I didn't do it. I think Coriander did it. I'm the one who got you safely down here.
And then I go, well, why would some EPA druidic thing take us up there?
I think that's a great question for you, because I don't know anything about the EPA druids.
And I go, well, okay. She wants to say, neither do I. But then she sees the Daughters of Maleth and she's like, okay.
Yep.
Brahma says, with a little, like, taking the volume up a little bit, using a little diaphragm, pushing it out, there's a not insignificant chance that there is something magically aiding her effort to convince these young women.
Okay.
And she says, I would spend some time privately with my queen. And they bow, and then daughters emerge from trees and bow, and then the trees bow, and it's a lot. It's a lot.
I hadn't seen this before, so.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say this is all new. This is all new for you. And Brahma looks up at the boat to you, and it's just like, for the podcast, shrug emoji.
For the podcast, Rosie's giving a thumbs up. Rosie's a big fan. My queen.
No. No, not me.
Not this one.
Not today.
They're just kidding around.
Well, it goes, did you want to get on this thing?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you.
No, but I think I
Bless
know.
you.
But I think I know why. I think I know why it's doing what it's doing.
Okay, why?
She says the daughters have a lot of stories, very old stories. Stories that are mirrored and echoed in things that you recall from the Wandering Crypt.
Okay.
So the Wandering Crypt itself is considered a failure on the part of the Enclave.
Great.
An effort to, coming upon a amethyst shard of apparent malevolent capacity, attempting to imprison it with Enclave magic, which, as we know, is from that era, that ancient era, is relatively profound.
Yeah.
At this point, you hear Rosie fall from the top, from the edge of the because she's been straining to eavesdrop so hard that she completely eats it.
And so she sort of like moves sideways, like crab walks over and like reaches down.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I slipped.
I thought you were saying she crab walks out of the way. Like they hear you fall and they're just like shuffle.
Yeah, she looks down and says, "Yeah, you might find this interesting too."
Find what interesting?
So, the Wandering Crypt was their attempt to imprison the shard.
Okay.
And I think that this is a way, maybe this boat, maybe this vessel, is a way to destroy where the shard came from.
Well, it is shook. And she says, this is great news.
But she says the old EPA waged war against these things.
Great. Good. We wage war against them even now. This is information from my friend Cathris, surely.
Yeah, she has not enfolded him
No.
into it. She's just telling you
Sure.
things that line up with information that you have had in the past.
Sure.
Even the even Drawn Enterprises, with what they refer to as the Shardling, had some ideas about how it might have, how the prison might have done it.
Okay. All right. Well, I feel armed with knowledge now.
There's a star, like a rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say, how will we find it though? Do they know?
They know that it comes from another place, a not here place.
Right.
They know they can't defeat it here, and they have to go where it is.
We have to go where it is. Oh my God. I call out, Cathris!
The ice is melted. I'm very damp.
Same.
Oh, yeah.
I was
It's like
out of it.
no, it's like the long, but the hair is like it's like the long wet, where it's like this is a totally new breed of Cathris hair.
You're just shivering.
Yeah. No, if there are potatoes there, I'm munching on them.
I carry you out, soaking wet, like the bodyguard.
Are you
Stand by
also
me.
soaking wet for no reason?
Well, if I'm holding a wet drow, I got to be a little wet.
Nice.
A couple of wet boys.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Here he is. He's just
Yes.
Dinar's not wearing a shirt for unknown reasons.
It's peeled down.
Yeah.
It's just like the rippled abs encased in bony fingers.
It's for body heat.
yeah.
Yes.
This can take us to defeat where. Well, I'm just assuming that it's the Sanguilith.
How would we know that, though? No.
Well, we know where the amethyst shard came from. We know that that made the Wandering Crypt. This can take us to where that came from.
Yes.
Let's do this. How many of these daughters can we fit on this boat? Let's get them up there. Ladies?
Whoa.
Get on.
I don't know if I'm going to be getting on this boat. I think that maybe y'all could do this, and maybe I would stay here
Oh, no.
and like work on starting that new grove.
Just get it started. Get those plantings in.
No. Look at these. Your Majesty, your warriors will not follow you unless you go too.
No.
And I make a big show out of like genuflecting. Whatever I can do to be of service
Absolutely
to you.
not. This is no good. No, Walnut is firmly not wanting to go.
I don't think we can do this without you and Brahma and all of these warriors. And if this has anything to do, and I gotta admit I was listening to like 40% of what Brahma said, but if this has anything to do with the extinguishing of the EPA, doesn't it stand to reason that it could prevent a new grove or destroy one?
Yes, but I don't want to go.
I know.
Shoulders like,
Is there a fantasy Dramamine? We'll figure it out. Listen,
Dramamine?
Dramamine? Let's, I can teach you. I'll do what I can to teach you my secrets to having sea legs, which should apply to a spaceship too. And
space legs.
it'll be all right.
Is space not
It
sea?
won't be your favorite, but it'll be all right. And then you will be the heroic war queen of your new EPA enclave. And that's a pretty cool story to write.
That is pretty cool.
Walnut,
Yes, Cathars.
how did you come by this information?
Brahma told me that the Daughters of Maleth had these stories.
So they know more then.
Well, they don't think of it like you think of it. I think that you have a different, and she, like her eyes sort of like flit down to the forearm where even were it hidden, she has knowledge of it.
Right.
She says, I think that they're working from a different knowledge base.
They are different models, and both may be equally inaccurate. But if we destroy the Sanguilith, I wonder what would happen.
Her voice goes still perfectly audible, but the volume drops out of the bottom, and she says, "What happens to you if they succeed?"
I wonder what happens to this, and I let my mask of many faces dissolve, the Cathris one, and anywhere that I have taken damage is now a crystal. It's more than the arm.
A Cathrystal.
I think there's like the drow part. Maybe even there.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that would be the worst.
Yeah.
Story-wise,
Yeah, so do you have like this big like chunk here from where
Yeah,
you
let's do it. Yeah.
No. It has to be the thing
Absolutely.
where it's like, but you can see through the supple cheek.
I was gonna say, not like a big piece jutting out, but like under the skin, and maybe a little along the cheek
Yeah,
crease
it's
here
waiting.
along the jawbone.
It just needs enough time to come out.
And you've been hiding the extent of this from us?
Oh yeah. I probably haven't
For a
even
year.
been walking around with this
Yeah.
visible either.
Right.
But you know it's
Lobster
there.
claw.
Yeah.
So how much of you is made of this crystal now?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, any point of damage,
Yeah.
right? Any place that he has been injured has this mark in it
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, if I use ghostly gaze, like I see my own body parts where this is not,
Right.
but it's a matter of time. We take damage every day on this plane, do we not? Anyway,
Okay. Well, this does put a sort of a spin, a little twist on our mission.
the Sangolith needs to be destroyed. Idle curiosity. I'm looking for solutions to this.
What is...
Why did you hide that?
I get a lot of looks already, and I had gotten accustomed to those, so I didn't want to encourage an additional layer.
You could have told us.
Well, you'd already seen a lot of the extent of it.
It hadn't occurred to me that you're 60% crystal now, though.
Wow, more like 43 by weight. By volume, 26%. But by weight,
It was heavy.
they're dense, yes.
So,
I would still want to hear what the daughters have and see if there's anything there that I can sift through.
You can still feel the crystal, or are those dead?
I don't know, actually. I could through the arm, right?
Yeah. But I would be okay with that being a temporary, like, at the point of conversion, and then slowly, like, losing sensation in it.
No, what I notice over time is that it's like phantom limb, where I assume too much. It's like I know this is hot, and if I touch it, I believed it was hot.
Yeah.
But in reality, I do
you
not
touch even
feel
like
it.
a cold kettle and still like
Right.
instinctively
I'm reacting
retract.
to the memory of what it would have been like. But I don't have feeling.
Because then if it was just like a moving, and you still had all your
a
senses.
puppeteering type
it's
thing.
like, well, okay, then you're eventually just going to turn crystal away.
Right. Yeah. Well, I know that at least the mechanism that where if I want the hand to do this, it seems to do exactly what I want. But I don't have anything other than trust at this point that is the case.
is there... Dinar, can you heal this?
And do you want it healed?
I want to persist. I want to not vanish yet. So whatever the best route of that.
You're talking crazy talk.
Yeah.
That's not him. It's in his brain.
We gotta look inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can try. I mean, I would put you down now. Been holding you this whole
Put
time.
it down there.
Yeah,
Just
there
been
you go.
looking up.
Yeah, we've been having this conversation, just holding him like this. Put him down.
Soft betograph.
I thought you
just-
felt heavy.
Just go. Yeah. No, when he reveals everything, I go. Ew. Ugh. I would try. I know it wouldn't do anything story-wise, but I would give it a shot. I'd try to heal you.
That is his body.
Yeah.
Which healing
Oh, I
spell are
see.
you using?
Lay on hands.
Okay.
I give him a little boot.
So he heals me, and it's like let's say there was an eye here that you damaged, and it is restored. The crystal is restored.
In perfect readiness.
Yeah, but that's what I am now.
Yeah. Ugh.
This is a big bummer. Cthulhu, do you remember I promised you that I would help you?
I do.
I lied.
Okay. No. I think this is what we got to do. And she's psyching herself up. She goes, I think we got to get on this boat. We got to go to the Sangolith, and we got to destroy it. And then that'll save you, right? And then that'll save him, right?
It's very important that it is destroyed so that it does not do this again. Because
Then
it's
you'll be
going to
fine.
continue doing it.
Yes.
And that's honestly, now that I think about it, that's fine. Let live, right? I like my friend Cathris. I don't want to put him in danger. The Sangolith surely is an entity with its own drives. Why do we need to interfere? You know, I think perhaps we should just, let's say, Walnut, you've probably got some quests in your documents. Why don't we just do one of those instead?
I have set the Earth free, which is another promise I made.
And what does it pay?
Friendship points, hopefully.
Peace.
But not a ton.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's my aim also. I'm trying to free the Earth.
Okay, but now if we're destroying the Sangolith and you are made of the same substance as these prisons, what, Cathris, is going to happen to you? What is going to happen to you? Smarty pants, you don't say you don't know.
Well, I guess I could make some assumptions. I could make some educated guesses, and that these parts will be dead, but they run through. There are
Yeah.
veins and roots that crisscross, and I think
Vital.
at this point I don't think that enough organs would remain for the rest to function.
Okay. All right, next question. Have you ever figured out a way to transfer your consciousness into a different body?
No, I have not.
Yes.
No, I have not, and I would love to get in there.
What do you mean, yes?
I mean, as long as a piece of Cathris remains, we can transfer his consciousness into a new form.
We can?
And we're gonna flavor this as like old EPA knowledge that like was passed down, but the members of my enclave had a ritual that they would do that would reincarnate someone into a new body. You can't control what that body is. You may not like it,
But this is what peak
but
performance.
this is what peak reincarnation is like. But
You may not like it, but you know what would be really interesting?
what?
If they use reincarnation, like the old EPA would use something like reincarnation as a punishment.
Yes. Oh,
I bet for them it's like, you don't have to go into that, but I bet that's how they used it.
that's exactly it. So I say there's no control over what the form would look like, but his consciousness could be preserved.
How much do we have to preserve?
Hang on 1 second.
A thimbleful.
It literally just says a piece. So I could say even the smallest piece, a fingertip.
Well, why don't we just go ahead and get that now? Just in case.
No,
It's a good idea.
I don't want to do that. I mean, the ritual is that the person has died.
Okay. But what if destroying the Sangolith completely destroys all of him?
Old lore. This is what I'm talking about, Brahma. They had it. They possessed it. But does it work the way that I hope it does?
I say better safe than sorry.
Just take a fingernail.
What if the Sangolith is so intrinsic to my being that it also is reincarnated somehow, that it's poisoned my consciousness. It's poisoned my whatever essence of being exists.
Even your biological bits have Sangolith
I
running
don't
through
care
them.
if the bits come back. I only care about the mind. But what if, yes, exactly, exactly that.
How do we know?
I don't know. This lore has to be explored.
Brahma looks over at you and she's like, I'm new to being a queen of the enclave.
You're a queen too?
Look at the hat.
It
She
does
says-
say
she
queen
says-
on it.
She says,
Spells it in the
couldn't he come back as like a ocelot or something? Have you really thought about what this? Do you want to be a cat?
Work my way back up.
That does sound like a thrust.
I would
It would have been
rather-
good information. I don't want to blow up your spot. It would have been good information maybe to tell him about the cat part.
Well, there's many forms one may take, and if his consciousness and soul chooses that, then he is meant to be that, and who am I to say otherwise?
I think an ocelot is better than utter disintegration.
It's true, and I would still be able to talk to you.
Wait a minute, I don't know about
She says you'd have to cast a spell,
Yeah,
but I mean, you could fit the most important things you wanted to discuss into that
Yeah,
time
exactly.
each day. Okay, well,
I love how philosophical it's getting because, like, no, it's not. If I come back and I'm an ocelot that has no other characteristics, then you just got a cat, and I'm gone, and there's now a cat.
Yeah.
That's not reincarnation.
she says, I do think we should get a cat.
You can.
I know we haven't discussed it, but I think that is.
You could probably just turn into a cat now.
No.
No, because I've done the squirrel, and I still have the parts for his crystal.
Oh,
It's
just
not the
for fun, you would roll a D100, and there's a chart, or you get to choose the form.
As a DM? Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't want that.
No, you want to roll
I've
it.
got
You wanna roll
healing
that
spells. I've got ways to heal.
I'm just saying, if we
Just-
get to that point,
Hold on, D100. Let's just purely for. I'm just gonna.
You're gonna test
I'm
the
gonna do
table?
this because you know what's coming up, right?
sure.
You know, like functionally speaking, as knowledge, as lore, you know what it is. So, just as an example, what would a 26 be?
A high elf.
Ooh, see? That's not so
see?
bad.
That's a strong brand. Now,
Trading up.
how about 36?
Oh, a wood elf. Yeah.
There's no downside.
Dude, this
here.
would be how fucked up would that arc be?
Be like, now you're part of the grove. You get to be a Sleeth. You just start buzzing your hair.
That's fine.
We're going to the next thing.
Most of it's not hair. Anyway.
Or he's a lady.
Yeah, or he's a lady.
Yeah,
Lady Wood Elf.
There's no
Extreme
difference
power.
to me.
something to consider.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Nonetheless, the work is first we have to destroy this prison god. That's job one, as far as
Yes.
I'm concerned.
Then let the chips fall where they may.
This is incidental.
I'm going to collect a sample before you can fucking blink.
Yeah, for someone who's so into death, you
Oh,
You won't
no.
give me one
you
body
seem to be
part?
shying away now. at The doorstep.
No. I will need to guarantee that the singlet doesn't come back. That I
has
am not
his
its
arm?
bearer.
I ate it.
All of it? So the parts live inside of you?
Probably not
Did you poop
anymore.
them out? There's probably a bone in there that you haven't digested yet.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, hawking it up like an owl pellet.
Yeah.
On the sangolith, like. Hawk up a femur.
So it's
Not in the arm.
big arms.
What did you eat?
It would be really long.
Yeah.
The fever's very long.
Wouldn't that be messed up if Walnut kept all of the regurgitated like phalanges? She just has like a little bag
It wouldn't
full
be
of
that
bones.
messed up. That sounds walnut as fuck.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
but
almost tender.
The big bone stays the same size, and then when you shrink down, it's just like.
So as you're having this conversation, sort of arriving at a plan, at a consensus, even now, an array of small creatures and the daughters of Malith are stalking this boat with goods.
Oh, not stalking.
Produce, weapons. There is a mouse dragging an apple up the ramp by its stem. Halfway up, the stem comes loose and the apple rolls the rest of the way down.
No,
Gathered throng.
no, cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. What's going to fucking happen
What
with
happens
this
to the
apple?
apple?
We'll come right back after these important messages. Don't go anywhere.
Humla.
Hello. This is Jeffrey K. Horkrams. Welcome back to Test C Teams. When last we saw our heroes, a mouse was trying to get an apple, and it had failed to do so.
Can I do an acrobatics check to see if I can catch the apple?
What the hell?
All right.
All right.
Very well.
Thank you. I got a 19.
Right. So it is rolling down. It is terribly near a protruding stone. You know that if this apple were to, come in contact with this rock, that there would be bruising, which might not affect the nutritional capacity of the apple, but you know for sure it would affect the aesthetic portion of any fruit.
Yes. Okay. But I get it because now I got a 19.
Oh yeah. You basically just produce a little ramp in the form of a hand,
Nice.
and the mouse looks up at you with reverence.
And I do a little trick, toss it over my back into the other hand, and I hand it to the little mouse. not very impressive because I'm small, but
Yeah.
it's something.
To a mouse.
It begins to eat the apple on the ramp.
Like so, or let's give me some.
Just yeah. It's basically it's keeping a hold of it with its paws, and it's just taking big bites out of the
No,
corner.
what color is the mouse?
The mouse is a gray mouse.
I go over. I see this
I'm
happening.
not done.
I'm gonna ask that mouse its name.
I was gonna do that.
Hey, little guy, what's your name?
You don't have speak with animal.
Yeah.
But I ask it.
I say it.
It continues to eat furiously. Its cheeks even now swelling with ripe fruit. This is the game I was born to.
I go, Walnut, ask this mouse its name.
Yeah. I gotta know its name. It's so cute. Come look at this mouse, Walnut.
I'm busy making out with my wife. Stop.
You're married?
You just hear, yup.
Married to the queen? Oh my gosh. I come and look at this mouse right away.
Oh my.
Look at this cute mouse.
It's very good.
This mouse is working its ass off. Like,
It's getting those calories. It's a long trip.
it's the real hero.
I watch him eat the whole apple.
He can't. He physically can't. He's a
Can't fit
mouse.
it.
No, dude, he has like 20 bites, and then he leaves it.
He leaves it
I
there.
berate him, but like in an encouraging way, like one more bite, like one more set, sort of like a workout partner.
More reps?
Yeah,
Right.
you can do it.
Encouragingly. Good job, you idiot.
Yeah,
You piece of garbage. You're the
yeah,
best.
you shit-brained hard worker.
It sort of hops its way back into the belly of the ship.
It's coming with us.
Well, I mean, I'm saying alongside other friendly beasts that are even now setting up stores here.
Got like a Noah's Ark situation.
Absolutely. They're bringing in various non-GMO seeds. As I think we all know, that's the only currency that's going to be worth anything in the New World Order.
That's true.
Got a whole stock of Monsanto soybeans in the hull.
I have extra GMO.
Bottle caps? Like why?
It's weird. I don't know about that. But you see this nameless mouse pop and hop his way in, and he inadvertently finds the disappearing disc that reveals, and then you just see him disappear.
Oh boy.
First
we
year
can't.
is like
We got a
that.
mouse in the house.
Yep.
We gotta stop this evil god, but first, find that mouse.
But first, let's open some gashapon and pet a cat I found in a box.
Well, now I feel ashamed because I want to go after the mouse.
Should we name this mouse? Oh, there he goes.
He's dead.
Yeah.
I think that the mouse's name is Nameless Mouse.
Mouths?
Nameless
No,
Mouse.
no, it's the god of meat and mouse.
That's what we call him, meat and mouse.
All
That's
right. Well,
great.
he'll take care of the pipes for us.
Yeah.
Splinter.
Squeeze, squeeze.
Squeeze, squeeze. All right. Well,
yes.
that mouse is a side quest I'm gonna have to worry about.
New favorite NPC.
A fan favorite.
Yeah.
Apple eating mouse.
Apple munching mouse.
You apple munching mouse. Get
So the
Tell me, please, God.
Brahma is trying, not always successfully, to be as regal as possible, and eventually she has to take off the antler crown.
Yes.
She's just like, it just breathes a sigh of relief, just holds it there upside down under her arm, and then she gets a couple stairs, and then she can't meet the daughter's eyes. She looks back to you and she says, "So how are you doing? Make this look natural."
Oh, I'm so good. Great, actually.
Me too.
I'm not. I'm
No?
really scared for my friend.
Oh, yeah. Well, he scares other people. It seems like there's a continuum there of fear.
No, not that.
He wears it like a cloak. I mean,
No, I'm scared he's gonna die if we kill the Sanguilith.
she looks over at him. So give me the image of what we see as she looks over and uses you as Exhibit A in her rhetorical campaign. So you're surrounded by beasts of all kinds. I mean, you're in the middle of these war preparations, except they're largely being carried about by mammals less than 2 pounds.
I would be like I'm near the hull of the ship, and I'm just, I'm like banging it with a stick, and I'm listening to see how does it change? What's different about different parts? I just want to understand it. I'm looking at how the animals react to it. Why are they here?
Why are they scared of my stick banging?
What's wrong with this? Does it scare you if I do low? Is it because of the height? Does that seem like a threat display? I'll do it down here.
She looks over and she says, "Die? Him? I don't think he knows how."
Or be consumed by crystal, or be torn apart by crystal. Just feeling a lot of these nervous feelings that don't have any reason.
She puts her arm around your shoulder and brings you in close to her shoulder. And she says, "But we're going to be there, right?
Yeah, we're going to be there.
Do we lose?"
No, we don't lose.
We don't lose. She kisses your forehead. She's like, "Get your shit."
Okay, I go get my shit.
Your Highnesses, the ship is ready. My queens, I am your eternal servant.
just like up by the...
Yes.
And then Coriander will echo your sentiments with a vibration from the tip all the way to the boat's taint.
Tip to taint, that's a boat.
That's a boat.
I only did that. I only said that for her benefit.
And I was benefited.
Daughters have begun to muster
Yes.
in the hull, but they have set up sort of like a simple, like some simple racks and tents in each side, functionally speaking, extending the berths themselves to occupy the front to the back.
Great. I love them. And I just, as I go by them, I just keep going, "You're great. You're great. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You're great." That's it. She's just in awe of them.
Right. So they are waiting sort of in the mouth of the vessel for people to file in, but that doesn't mean they have to. It just means that they have a kind of schedule that they go on, and sometimes other people are subject to it.
Okay. All right. Well, I think while they're all filing in, and I'm like ushering them in, I'll go to the deck and meet up with Rosie and say, "Do you have a handle on this thing now? Like, are we going to go up and stay up?"
Am I allowed to look you in the eyes? Your benevolence.
Rosie, I have never meant this more, but don't do it. I'm begging you. Please don't do it.
I cackle. All right, I'm sorry. I'll let it go. I am going to do it to Brahma, though.
That's fine. She can take it. I can't take it.
So I think I have an idea of how to go up, as you witnessed. I have an idea of a controlled descent, but I don't actually know where to go except up. So, wait.
Right.
No, of course I do. I know exactly where to go. It's the Homeward Star.
That makes a lot of sense.
I know where we're going.
What's the Homeward Star? One has no idea.
Is it, what time of day is it?
Oh, this is the best time of day.
Night?
Lunchtime.
Oh. Oh, it's lunchtime. Okay. So I can't show you right now, but I will show you once it's nighttime or we get up there, whatever comes first. Hopefully we'll be up there in, 15 minutes or so. But
I am a little concerned that you would know where the shardling came from.
that's not exactly the case. So I will give Walnut some exposition about the story of the Homeward Star.
Yes.
As I knew it as a child.
Yes.
Which is that it was this constellation that my parents taught me if I was ever lost, I could just follow it and find my way home, which sort of metaphorical, but did always end up working out. At least that's how I remember it. But what I've noticed for the last however long we have been a company is that those stars are changing. And they're changing in a way that makes me strongly believe, and Cathris, who I've consulted about this, that it has something to do with the Sangolith, like this, that the Sangolith has been consuming the stars of that constellation. So if it's anywhere, at least we can go there and find its final remnants.
Okay.
We can pick up its trail there, but I know exactly how to get there.
I trust you.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yes, I trust you.
After the last encounter, like the conversation with Dinar last week, whatever, I think I am feeling a little bit like my family is eroding around me. And so this extension of Walnut saying I trust you would, for Rosie, like her face would kind of soften. And I would say, in all earnestness, you really don't know how much that means to me right now.
I go, okay. Just try and keep the boat in the air.
Little pat on the head.
Yeah. Pat.
Well, it's like, wait, you could pat the head like from the helm because
yeah.
you got that height.
Yeah,
It's like
pat other
you can
people's heads.
flex.
Sure.
It's like it's so new. You can see the top of their head. It's amazing. There's so much cool stuff up there, and you missed out on it the whole time.
The whole time. Okay. And then I stiff upper lip, all that. Great. I'm ready to go when you are.
Lashing myself to the boat.
No, I'm gonna give you boat lessons.
Oh, right.
It's wide, number one, wide stance. Wide stance.
I do a too wide stance.
That's a great start.
Great.
We'll see how that.
Good stability.
Good stability.
I feel
Number
good.
two.
Hurts in the quads?
Yeah, you get a good workout. Second thing is never look outside the edge.
Okay. How do you
Anytime.
see where you're going?
You don't have to worry about that
Okay.
because I'm driving. And
I just stare down.
yeah, that's great. That's great. Third thing, you can actually make a compote out of good berries, and it will help with the feeling of seasickness and nausea.
Oh my God. Perfect. She gets out all of the ones that she's had from yesterday, the ones for today. It's looking nasty, and she's just punching her own fist. She's like, "This is great." It starts eating it.
Yeah, and Rosie, I have no idea if this actually works, but it's more of a placebo
It's like
effect.
it's a psychosomatic.
exactly.
Actually,
Something to do.
no, didn't you say something similar to that before when we were on
Probably.
a boat, like one other time?
pretty
No, it's good. It's a good callback.
No, it's basically the feather.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yeah. So, and then those are the three rules. If you start to feel weird, go below decks. I'm sure there's plenty of critters to pet. Lower your blood pressure down there, and
This is great. Walnut is squatting, eating a fistful of jam,
like a sumo squat.
staring at the ground. So perfect. Thank you. Wonderful. What are the rest of you doing?
Just checking my pockets for jam because it seems like a good deal.
Oh yeah, you're the one who got seasick.
Like I'm overhearing this, thinking, yeah, it's probably important. You have to really be about your wits up there. So I can't be wasting any time with, throwing up because the boat is moving.
You could see if you could lick some of her.
I
jam.
offer you my jam hand.
My jammy hand.
Just a tentative.
Like a little
I'm still nauseated.
hungry chicken.
Yeah, I put it in my paw. Make sure you keep your fingers like this.
What's the Dinar story?
Dinar's gonna come up and
So the basement now is like a war camp, essentially. The entire floor of the boat underneath there.
yeah. No,
And they definitely keep their own. They definitely keep to themselves.
Yeah, Dinar's gonna come up to the top deck and confront Walnut again.
All right.
I just start berating her. No, he's gonna.
Another
She's
thing.
doing her best. She has to.
Now,
Her
where
legs
was
are a
I?
little wishboned.
Yeah. No, he's going to come up to with everyone and just say, if we're going to do this and I'm going to stay here, and he looks towards Rosie and he thinks of the conversation they had. He goes, there's got to be some ground rules. I demand to be the decisionist.
Walnut goes, you demand?
Yeah. There's some questionable morality going around with this team.
Questionable
so I need
morality?
to be the decisionist again.
Okay, I mean, if you're just gonna come in here and demand stuff, and you're really twisting my arm.
The document is already filled out and you can see that it's sort of crinkled in Kevin's, in the crease of his tail, and all it needs is your signature.
I look at it, and then without...
What actually needs her signature? Didn't need to... Omen already took it
As a
from her.
decisionist, she ships the content.
Okay.
I look at it, but I procure my own that I've already done because I'll be damned if I take Kevin's work this last time.
Should we see which one's better?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no.
Oh, geez.
Decisionist battle.
Okay.
Remember that he's level 2, but you're level 3.
So do you get a bonus?
Yeah, it adds 3.
Ooh,
What do you like about that?
I
That's
liked it a lot.
16.
19.
What do you roll?
I roll D20 plus, but I have 15 plus 2, and you have 16 plus 3.
I want to spend points to make her reroll. 4 points. I want to spend 4 points. I don't care.
Jeez.
Yes! Oh my god.
I'm gonna spend. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yay! Kevin wins. Kevin wins.
It's immaculate.
9 plus
Like
3.
there's nothing.
All right.
There's nothing wrong with it, Walnut, but you think it would only take a second. You're not even sure anyone else would notice, and also Kevin doesn't have any eyes.
It's true.
You think that you could file his document as your document and take credit.
I say, I was just filling this out in duplicate, so I'll need your signature on this one too. I've already taken the liberty of signing it. I'll sign yours, and I'll take care of the filing. I take your hand and make you sign it.
It's just confusedly.
It's just a scribble.
Yeah, it's
it's garbage.
Well,
Everything's back
all
to
right
normal.
then.
Absolutely. There is a few moments later. There is an increase in weight off the shoulder Cathris in the decisionist bag.
Oh, okay.
The horse person bag?
Or horse person bag. Yes, exactly.
Hordes person might be something new in here, or I'm losing feeling in my other arm. So let's check and rifle through there.
Yeah, there is a decisionist coin in the center, platinum in color.
Oh.
Level 3, and
Hey.
there is a ribbon wrapped around the center with a wax seal that, when removed, says, "Make up your minds." Certainty drawn.
I take it excitedly, and then I go, "Wait, where was your coin? I thought I was just going to get your coin."
Oh, I'll send my coin back later. You got
All
the
right.
shiny new coin.
All right.
You know, a level 2 coin.
All right, that's true. I don't want to level 2 coin. True.
I
It's
got.
like it's beneath me.
I say under my breath. I got rank 3 first, so
What?
nothing. Absolutely nothing. Glad we could solve this. Moving on.
All right, you ready to handle an animal there, Ms. Beestinger?
Yeah. All right, I better take advantage on this too. But I don't need it.
Let's spend 4 and make her no.
Goodness gracious. Well,
What do we got today?
Shadow Council.
Oh my gosh.
Your servant Rosie Beestinger has offered you. Oh shit! Has offered you here. Throw these in there.
They're beautiful.
Ooh,
Ho ho ho!
Oh my god, a lot of 3s.
All silver with the fancy sci-fi.
gorgeous.
Yeah, these are nice.
And because the Shadow Chancellor loves us very much, there is a special label in here that says April 17th, so that we would know which thing to put in
Valentine's
here.
Day.
I will put it in and leave it in so that you have her imprimatur. But yeah, hand me those silver boys. I'll throw them right back in here. Thanks so much for watching and supporting the show. So, So you're handling that beast.
yeah,
roll
I'll
again, so in case
roll
we
again,
can
just in
pay him.
case.
Because I rolled 3 21s and it was fine.
Okay, so that's
It really happened.
a total of 22.
Definitely happened.
And it's real.
I rolled the hell. I handled that animal like you would
Oh, it's
not believe.
hellified. All right, so how does
Turn it back
so
to 20.
Bless you.
Whoa!
Bless you.
I don't know. Is that,
Bumps.
that's
Shadow Council.
that's how Mayor Labors please you.
May our
Mayor-
labor sneeze you.
Hey!
Better show. Better show. Now, if you'd be so kind,
What?
tell me about this 20. Like, what is this? Because you remember, I mean, we already had the problem coming down. It was a rough ride.
Right.
You have apparently regained your space legs.
Yeah.
What does this shit look like?
Well, okay, so everybody's loaded on. We're going into space, right?
Oh, yeah.
It is, it's like being in one of those elevators that is at a fancy hotel.
Oh, the
that
good
goes
ones?
crazy fast, but you feel nothing.
Exactly.
You feel nothing.
It even has like the window, like the mirror, and you know for a fact
I
you're
know
hauling
I'm moving.
ass.
Yeah, like you're like, I'm on the first floor. Now I'm on the 36th floor, and I felt nothing at all. So it's like that. And I think that the reason I rolled a 20 was because I was very concerned about Walnut and her comfort.
Oh, nice. You're trying to deliver what's like you're trying to set the stage for success in the future. So it's
Yes,
like this is how it's going to be now.
I want her to
just
like
like
it.
this.
I want her to like being on the boat
I
with
wanna
me.
have fun.
Yeah, I want her to have a good time. So I'm just like I give a little whisper to Coriander, which I assume she can hear me. Who knows? And I say, let's take it easy this time, sweetie. And then I pull ever so slightly, and we go very fast, but with none of the gravitation, none of the G forces of
Okay.
before. It's tender.
No,
It's tender.
that we might have
Smooth.
historically seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing. So you pull up tiny paws, wave from the ground.
What?
Oh yeah.
The mouse?
Oh no, you can have your mouse.
Who's the tiny paws then?
There's so many other beasts. You didn't bring them all. All right,
Oh.
you can't love. I know you want to love all of them, but you can't.
You didn't bring every animal
You can't hug every
with us.
cat.
I don't
right.
believe it.
So, and so as you are rising up, the color of the sky in an instant shifts back out to the shiny velvet sky, shot through. Oh my goodness! Shot through with various ribbons of color that seem to flow of their own accord here and there throughout this new place.
Are y'all all on the top deck with me? The upper deck?
So yeah.
I think
Okay.
Dinar would be because I think I mentioned this before. We never really got into it, but I always he's not afraid of heights.
Yeah.
He likes heights.
Yes, because of dragons.
Because of dragons.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
He started with a climber's kit for some reason. I started with
That's how it
that.
should be.
But yeah, so he likes it.
So he's king of the world?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he's Titanicing out there.
He's right up on there. Yeah,
Okay.
the horse now, her new appetites are a little more esoteric. She's not trying to get in your bag. She's not trying to eat your wands or whatever. It's a different situation. Now, Ms. Beesinger, so as you are pulling up out into this new place, their rear wings fold from the back out. You've reached cruising altitude. In another game, this would be a time to get your devices out.
Feel
but-
free to move about.
Exactly, the multiverse. And you can look up and you just find, in less than a second, you find the homeward star.
Yeah, it was those books that taught me how to find it in like different spatial
Yeah, and it's like
configurations, right?
in your mind. Yeah, exactly. And they're mapped out, but you can find it in an instant. It's like, and you know where the other stars would have been, and you take a moment to remember them. Josh, if you'd be so kind,
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Womp womp.
as you look out toward that field and see that bright icon, functionally speaking, like a visual representation of a denied destiny and heritage. That shape appears to be sailing directly toward the homeward star itself. Appears to be getting larger at a rate that's not connected in any way with the speed of the ship. Cathris,
Yes.
you know, in an instant, like ringing with a harmonic frequency, like you can feel it. Like this is a sensation that you can feel
Yeah.
just in the tips of your fingers, ringing with whatever is coming toward the ship. I mean, you know that these are you can just sense that these are of the same material as your own body. And you can get a sense of them without being able to see their full shape. You know that these are spires of crystal that are probably 100 feet in length. Razor sharp augers of amethyst crystal sailing from the points of the homeward star toward the ship. Thanks, Josh.
So am I able to perceive that from the direction of the homeward star or the constellation?
Yeah, from the constellation itself.
Various points of
Various
stars.
exactly are converging toward the ship. Coriander cries out with a fierce whinny of defiance.
Okay. But all I see is the constellation.
You essentially see a constellation launching itself headlong toward the ship.
Okay. Walnut, I think it might be time to muster the troops, kiddo.
I make a noise like a bird,
What kind of
Dude, this is how it's gotta be.
like a shrieking hawk.
Yeah, but really do it though.
I can't do a hawk noise. Like a
That classic
it.
eagle,
There you go.
or the
Yeah.
fake eagle sound.
The fake eagle
hawk
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Krah.
Yeah, kakra
Kiar
is what
car.
she says. Of course. Obviously, it was right in front of me the whole time. And at once, her warriors are roused.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Some come from the captain's quarters. Others have climbed out along the side, and so even now, lining the edge, you can see a contingent of young women are holding onto the side of the beam
I love it.
at the side.
I don't slow down.
No, you can't. You can't, not when faced with this. So what we're talking about from a mechanical perspective is a series of challenges managing these lethal, ship-devouring spires. They're coming down. What I would like is for each person to figure out how they manage one of these.
Sure. Oh, I got it.
That's what I need, because there's no shortage of these things.
How many? How many is no shortage?
There's 5 points of these things.
Okay.
In another era, had an attack like this been launched, there would have been more spires.
Interesting.
That's comforting. But we're not getting that full blast.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Something to consider. We're worlds annihilated. Yes. But now we're not as inconvenient.
Maybe a boat.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Exactly.
That's
so
pretty
who wants
good.
to manage the first spire?
I'm ready.
Do
Hit
it, Nut.
So I cast Moonbeam at the 4th level, and I want to imagine it that it's like,
Right.
because there's more than one moon, that it just like comes from every which way and just like crucifies this thing.
Hell
That is
yeah.
fucking
That's
so
some dope
sweet.
as shit.
You're looking for multiple moons?
Yeah.
We're talking about a multiple moon scenario.
We're talking about multiple. But
Sailor Moon. We're on a boat. There's something there. What do I do?
that was it. You got it.
There you go.
Do you want to do the rolls and everything?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so please do a con 17 saving throw. Roll a chip,
No,
please.
that is a 3.
Fantastic. Then I get to do some damage. I get to do 4d10. 3, 11,
Oh, 20.
20,
Figure it out.
30.
Fuck you. 30.
30 points of damage.
Right.
And the point of the bow.
Hey, crosstalkers, what's going on?
Sorry.
Crisscross talkers. So,
Crisscross apples.
lancing, it's like a malevolent version of a movie debut. where the searchlights are just so the searchlights from several nearby marbles, functionally speaking, lance out at first without clear direction in this vast space, and then they converge and slice and lance through it with a jeweler's precision. Yes. And it splits, squeaks and shatters straight down the middle. But these spires, it becomes readily apparent, are spinning, like auguring even in space as they arrive. And it splits into 4 separate shards that erupt, split, and pass by the ship harmlessly. Nice. Can anyone else do something as cool as Walnut?
No. End of the game.
Shut up.
So Rosie, from the helm of the ship, from the wheel, she yells, "Dinar!" And as soon as she gets your attention, she goes, "Fastball special?"
And say he comes down expecting to throw you. Like, yeah.
No, not what I had in mind. And she pushes the wheel faster, and she goes, "Everybody brace!" And she goes full ramming speed, except for you. Everybody's braced on board, and then as she's ramming into this spire to try to catapult Dinar off the ship onto one of the spires.
I want to cast before that happens, or maybe in midair, because it only takes a second. Spirit Guardians.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's got like just so he's essentially like a weed whacker, just like this whirling
Interstellar Cuisinart.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got this whirling dervish of reindeer around him as he's flying towards these. So
basically, you
spiders.
pull off to the side, and then like basically just like come to an abrupt.
Well, I was actually going to
Tokyo
go
drift.
ramming speed, like crash into one of these spires with the boat.
Really? At what angle?
Straight on.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting play.
Like a ram. I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so I'm doing a lot
you
of
do a
ship
lot of
ramming.
that shit.
Yeah.
Well, when he would fly off, he wouldn't fly unless it stopped, right?
Yeah, so
I guess I could get to the tip.
right, yeah. So
Go to the tip.
Yeah.
No, that's what would catapult you off with the motion of it.
So you're gonna fling off. So you're trying to launch him off to destroy one.
Correct.
Perfect. I love it. So on the out on the bowsprit, I think that's called.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're standing at the front. You were already doing Titanic.
Yeah.
There's already a lot of
Yeah.
Titanic level
Yeah.
excitement. So you're ready to go. So it's like when you're trying to get a hold of Clarkmore, I mean, you're not always able to get through right away. You gotta work up to it. You gotta get into a lather. That's not what it's like for the Spirit Guardians. So all of Clarkmore's much smaller, more dangerous friends don't have a problem coming when you call.
No.
And so it's like a razor sharp merry-go-round. Just
Sadness go round.
around you. So you launch, you leap off the front.
Yeah, and I mean this is independent of like. Swinging as well.
You have to be anime as shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
Here,
yeah.
I want to see it.
Okay. Do you want me to roll for the
Yeah, absolutely.
Spirit Guardians first?
Well, here the Spirit Guardians are.
They're doing 3d8.
Once it enters the realm, go ahead and roll it in the tray because it's more fun for the crowd.
Get him worked up.
7, 8,
Man.
8.
Wow.
23.
Jeez. Okay, so
they're doing 23.
No, so they are already. Oh, dude, this is going to be so fucking tight. Okay, so now hook up the attacks.
Yeah. So we're going toothbrush. We'll do. Well, no, I won't do the other thing. All right, I'll take advantage because I can. So this plus 9. Oh,
Yeah, 21.
12 plus 9. Or 3 plus 9. We'll take the 12.
Let's go with the 21.
Yeah. 2d6 plus 5. So 5. So that's 10. Plus a smite.
Okay, so 33, and then we're going to throw a smite on top.
Yep.
Smote him.
Yeah.
56K.
Cable smote him.
Thank you.
2d8. Yeah, let's see. To deal 2d8 plus 1d for every level higher than first. So we'll say a third.
And what type of damage is it?
It doesn't say. It's, but I assume I thought radiant, but I don't know. It just says plus 1d8 against undead or fiends, but it's so that's usually like.
I'll take it from there.
All right. 3, 5, and oh, that's it. 3, 3, 5. Yeah.
All right, so you were
That's
you
my
are,
first attack.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Should I keep going, or are they
Well,
done?
no. Let's go hog ass wild. Here, hang on.
all right.
No, not yet. Trust me. That's the right
counts.
amount of damage. You can keep it if you want. That's the right amount of damage for the first one.
Okay.
So you
If I kill it, I get it. Even more
yeah,
attacks.
exactly. So you launch directly off of the point of this, and the war reindeer whirling around you are just chopping off feet at a time of this thing in front of you before Toothbrush is even out. And so it's cracked through about half of this spire, rendering it into just chunks of amethyst that are already starting to float away. And then when Toothbrush comes out, it is one slice down through the top, and then the Divine Smite annihilates it.
Nice.
Right now, so this is what you need to know. You think that you might be able to use that
Momentum.
to get to another one, but what you find as you leave the deck of the ship is that whatever this place is made of, it is not breathable.
Whoop. Dead.
Well,
And drift away.
Not dead. This is purely a constitution game.
Yeah.
Do you want to try to accommodate another of these deadly rods?
I'm also following him with the ship.
Oh,
too.
absolutely. Yeah. You're
I've got I 14 con.
yeah, and you have a heap of HP. It's like
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
play
go.
force.
Let's
Just
do
hold
it.
your breath. Like
So
you
I'll
would
hold
in
my breath. He's a
actual
large
space.
boy, large lungs. All right.
exactly. So give me the con roll.
Oh, con roll. Mm-hmm. Do I do this plus I have plus
Is
2
he doing a saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay, saving throw is a different number, Ryan.
Oh, okay.
It might be higher.
Oh, yeah, plus 5. Whoop. What's that count? 20.
Hey,
Nice.
20.
15 plus 5.
All right. Yeah. So as soon as it's not air, you just make the decision. You just
gain more.
Yeah, exactly. You just make the decision to just shut down all the face holes.
Nice.
Yep.
And it's probably one of these things where, like a snake, where it has like the separate, or like a raptor where it has like a separate eyelid.
Yeah.
It's probably like the nose. There's like the nostril, and then there's like some membrane behind.
was gonna
He just
give you-
shuts it, and then in the throat, it's all locked out.
Two references. See if you've seen the 1990 Batman and how he armors the Batmobile and it goes chick 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 chick.
course.
Yeah.
But also the one I prefer is Dead Space when he puts the helmet on and it just goes ting 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 out of nowhere. So
Yeah.
it's like Space Dinar.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
have a helmet.
Oh, yeah. And then some sort of fins, too, because he's got to.
They go poof, like
Yeah.
a Dilophosaurus.
But then like the second eye membrane, you just close that. Like you don't need to see perfectly, but you still got to protect that eyeball.
He's got divine sense.
Yeah.
He senses it. He sees sight beyond sight.
No, just close your eyes. Yeah. All right. Anyway, better show. So
Keep swinging. I'll keep rolling dice if you want me to.
Yeah, off of this burst, you basically fling yourself toward another one of them.
So does that count as a kill?
Oh yeah.
So then I get 2 attacks on this thing.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Is that a 1?
It's a 7,
Okay.
but so it's 16 plus 9.
Jeez.
Does that hit?
Yeah, 16 hits.
Okay.
They're really big.
Yeah, and they're not really moving, right?
Well, they're moving really fast, but they're not moving so fast that you can't get them. So
Not
now
as-
you've
not as fast as this
flung
guy.
yourself from one of these to the next one. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Aw,
Oh, wait, no, I get to reroll.
It's a real shit show.
I get to reroll 2s?
But
you do.
You know what? Yeah.
What the hell?
Nice. That's
8.
there
better.
it is.
8 plus 5.
okay,
13.
13.
And then we'll smite.
Yeah, you
What's
should.
good for the goose is good for the gander. 5, 4, 1. Get to reroll that.
You
Okay,
reroll
it's
once?
In there.
Yeah. When I'm dealing damage.
So 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 plus what was the
12
other
is
one?
13.
13?
So 25.
That's your first attack.
Plus the reindeer still are
Exactly.
running.
So you throw those. Did you throw those d8?
I thought that was just consistent. You mean to throw that again?
Was that? Oh, you mean that's the consistent damage?
Yeah.
Was it 23?
Yeah. It's fun to roll.
I'm sick of this guy rolling.
Exactly.
I'll keep going.
So you're.
I got one more attack.
So you're chopping through, basically to the end, and now like the heaviest. It's like it's no longer an auger. Now it's just this massive, multi-1,000-pound slug of hurtling rock.
Okay. But I'm not all the way through it?
No, there's still some labor to do.
Oh, I've already used I was going to say maybe I could do something more fun than just an attack, but it has to. Because it's my third, it's like a bonus action. I have to
Eat
attack.
it.
All right.
Yum.
21.
Healthy.
22, rather. 13. Oh, I get to wait. That one didn't count. God!
Turn that 1 into a 2, Ryan.
7. 11.
Okay, good.
11.
So you chop this thing down to just this sort of flat disc, and now the momentum of this flat disc is pushing you toward the ship.
Oh, okay.
So you are now like against it, and it is pushing you in.
Oh.
And again, whatever is out here, it's not to the point where it's going to be a serious like HP problem, but this substance that these ships are floating in out here is caustic to the skin. You think that if you had pink, tender skin, like all the humans that look the same,
Yes. Walking pigs.
you think that by now it would have revealed skin's freshest layer. Who is going to manage another disc? So he is attached now to a substantially depleted disc, but there are 2 others aside.
I'd rather take them on. Are you?
I'm done. I did my thing.
Oh, you already did yours. Okay. I am very curious how some of these would work in space. For example,
Yeah, this is what we're here for.
what if I were to open a space between space, in space, where tentacles could emerge? What is difficult terrain in space? What does that mean to a shard?
It's just a volume,
Yeah.
right?
it
So
would be
you,
like a sphere.
essentially you would just get a z-axis
Yeah.
to place your volume, right?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We are doing exactly that for the podcast. I won't repeat what Kate just did.
A middle out jerk off motion.
No, it's even weirder. Like so while we're talking about jerking off,
Save it for table talk.
well, no.
Actually
I
jerking
can't,
off,
I can't. No, it's like the Phantom Zone plate
Oh, yeah.
in space, where it's functionally a 2-dimensional
I see.
thing. You can create that effect. I mean, that's the power you've been given.
I see. Okay, so that's one for me to consider.
Yes.
The other one is my good old negative energy flood, because I'm so mad. Does this energy come from the sanguine?
I can't wait until you try.
Let's find
Question:
out.
with us destroying these, is there any effect to Cthulhu so far? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, let me do it, because I don't even know how these things would do a con save. Let's try it. So let me choose one of the oncoming ones, not this damaged one.
Yeah,
One of
exactly.
those.
So what I would like you to do
Yes.
is I would like you to perform an Arcana roll.
All right.
You want your goose?
I'm going to goose it.
You're going to goose the gander?
for $1 more. Let's see what we get.
Hey! Apparently that's the trick.
Womp, womp, womp.
You get to roll
Council.
twice here, friend.
I will.
Indeed, and you should roll again.
So that's a 25 Arcana.
Yeah.
So let's see what else we can do with another roll.
Oh.
A 15.
I saw
Also
that 0 and I was
I
like,
know, I got excited.
Indeed. Hey, so your servant, Cthulhu Straub, of course, has offered you a boon, but it's the fucking Elderwood Academy awesome thing.
The little tiny dice.
he's a baby.
Oh wow!
And you can't buy them. I
can't buy
can't
these.
have one.
I can't buy that.
I tried.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're not
it's
allowed to
really
have them.
cool.
Kick me out,
It's really
spat
cool,
on
and
me.
it's yours.
Lit.
Good job. Now,
yummy.
Cthulhu, I can tell you precisely what it is.
Okay. I'm ready.
When you reach out, according to the letter of the pact, you reach out and wait for the energy and it does not arrive. Like, you're already forming the effect. You're already shifting space slightly to allow your will an entry point. And it is not being granted. Like, you basically opened the vessel and nothing is coming in. And in that moment, you conceptualize the within the greater structure and route your request there.
That's gotta feel good.
Yummy,
I think I'm shocked that it responds.
No, and the weight of the icon slams you to the deck of the ship. But you can still reach out and look over the bow and direct it. So tell us about your negative energy flood. You should have a sticker that says, ask me about my negative energy flood.
Right. It's like what town am I from?
Yeah,
What's my name? And what's my hobby? Yeah.
Negative energy.
So if it's going to invoke the let's say that after being pressed down on the deck by it, I lift the black altar chunk, and instead I cast it through this object, and these ribbons of energy flood out, and the recoil again. I'm shocked by how much force there is.
No, sent from the front of the boat along the smooth surface of the deck to the captain's quarters, just to the side, like on the one side of the door, but holding it now, and now it's pushing against the boat. You can even feel it in the helm.
Oh boy.
Ooh, there's some give. All right, well, is that thing gonna do a Constitution save?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing in the past.
All right, give it a shot.
Except it no do good. It only get 8.
Okay, well, that easily beats it. Now enjoy the delicious taste of 5d12s.
What?
Thank you. Here we go. A couple of these.
Yum.
So that's 14. What is that?
6, 20.
20. Oh, and then one more. Terrible. 21.
Lucky's only for hit.
Yep. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's it. So that's it for you. Yeah, 21. Still,
It's yummy.
I can't always.
Get what you want.
Yeah.
So
Fear is reaching out even here.
exactly. Yeah,
It's
even here.
depleted, though.
Even here.
When
Yeah.
was the last time you felt contact with your?
Oh, I don't think I have since. The last sense of it was in the fundamental court, where I had the awakening that it's present in these places. It's not hidden on this plane.
So it's barely controllable. But you know that, like, you can see the ribbon just from the angle you're seeing it, but you know, like, with delight, that if the icon were simply turned a little bit, the ribbon would be completely invisible. All it represents is the sheer wall between realities. And so it licks off a massive chunk of one of these spears, and half of it careens away out through this material, while the jagged tip in the very front of it is continuing to hurtle toward the ship.
Okay.
Shadow Council, Mayor Labors, please.
What? No.
Oh yeah.
No.
We're gonna do a classic pulp cliffhanger. It's gonna be good times. You'll see. Thank you so much for showing up. We really, really love doing this show for you. Even Walnut loves the show as well.
I do.
Believe it. We'll be right back after we take full advantage of the facilities. We'll come back with some table talk. I can't wait. Don't go anywhere.